Hello, welcome to my channel, Manifesting with Mama Muchka. Hi, my name is Rachel. I wanted to talk about the psychology of beliefs because it's great to know about the I am, great to know that we're the operant power of our reality, and great to know about the law of assumption and that there's a higher power running things, helping to orchestrate everything. However, we are still living and operating in this human body. And we have this brain that is operating in a way. So if you know your beliefs and how the psychology is behind how it's operating, this will help you break down problems easier, solve them to move forward. The problem is not the problem. The problem is how you think about the problem. That's the real problem. So we'll dive into a different way to think about your problem, to get off the hamster wheel. So the actual problem, there's a thing called you're having inner conflict in your brain. You want something, but you got all this resistance because you believe and feel you cannot have it. And that's where doubt, fear, anxiety, anger, all that stuff comes in. So, beliefs. So we'll go through limited belief. You have this inner conflict, this limited belief on, let's say you want to start a business. You want to start a business, but you believe you can't. Thoughts that are backing it, it's too risky. Let's say a YouTube channel. There's too many YouTube channels out there. Nobody will watch me. There's so many people that start a YouTube channel and nobody's successful. And, it's a lot of work, or I don't have the equipment, whatever. So you have those thoughts. Then you have the feelings. And I've been through this because I actually wanted to start a YouTube channel on something else years ago, and I never did it because I had limited beliefs that I would never make it on YouTube, that nobody would subscribe to my channel. So you have these feelings, like you just feel discouraged, or maybe you don't even feel like taking action, which goes into action. An action can be either you do take an action or you don't take an action, because even not taking an action is an action. It's an action of avoiding taking action. So yeah, you can be avoiding, like I was avoiding starting a YouTube channel. So since I was avoiding starting a YouTube channel, I got the same results. And I never started a YouTube channel, so I just kept reinforcing my beliefs that it'll never work out. So I changed my beliefs. When I really started learning about law of assumption, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I've always wanted to. I'm going to start one. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying to get better at it. So I started getting thoughts in too. Like, I'm not perfect on my channel, but I keep trying to grow. But I have thoughts that, I will get better at this. Each video, I can get better, So what, I don't have... I'm trying to think, like some of those like really big, huge channels. Is it like Lewis Holmes? Sometimes I listen to him. He's like, I don't know, does he have a million subscribers at this point? And they have like fancy studios and these big fancy mics, which actually I do have a nice mic now. I did get a nice mic. So, I'm evolving. I got this nice, I had these thoughts of, this came to me, this idea to get a board and start explaining things on this dry erase board. Feelings. I'm feeling good because I keep learning. I keep trying. Actions. I'm taking actions. I keep showing up. I keep trying. Results. Very slowly. I keep getting more subscribers. It's reinforcing. Well, maybe this was a good idea. I started the channel. Same with the business. Any other business. You can do this thought process, run it through. As far as SP. If you have limited beliefs that you can't have it, or you're not doing it right, or it's never going to happen for you. So then you have all those thoughts that stem from that. Like, where are they? This isn't happening. They aren't showing up this way. I haven't heard from them. There's no movement. Then you start feeling discouraged. And then from there, maybe you just keep binging more videos instead of doing the work and really working on your beliefs and doing journaling and really breaking things down and working on getting in the identity. Maybe you avoid actually doing the work, the inner work. Results. If you're avoiding doing the actual work and actually changing your beliefs, then you're not going to get movement and the person isn't going to come in, because no one to change but self. You got to change your inner beliefs. Money. Or actually, let's go back to but if you change your belief, really work on your beliefs, yes, tons of people have gotten their SPs back. This stuff works. I can do this. I am doing this right. So then you start having all those thoughts. Yep, I've got this. I can do this right. I know this is happening. I know there's movement behind the scenes that maybe I don't see yet. There's always movement. You feel good. You're starting to move on with your life because you know they're coming. You know you got this. You know this is happening. Actions. Your actions might be, you're not watching as many videos because you're confident it's going to happen. And you're working on getting yourself together before they come back. Or as things are, maybe you're in movement, but you're not exactly where you want to be. Maybe you want to go work out more, get a new haircut, go do a new hobby, really work on yourself, take a cooking class, learn some new recipes, go out with friends, clean your house, clean half your closet out for your person. So you're taking actions to improve yourself for your person. Results. They do come back. Like mine did. You do get back together. Tons of people do. Reinforce the beliefs. So this is how you get off the hamster wheel. And work on that, how to get off the hamster wheel. Money. You might have a limited belief. I can't make any money. There's no opportunities. I'm in a place where it's impossible. So you have all these thoughts of, this is never going to work. I don't see any way out of this. You feel discouraged. Maybe you just come home after your job and you just sit on the couch because you feel discouraged. You just watch TV. You avoid trying to improve yourself on money or looking for money or changing your limited beliefs. You get the results. You never make any money. You never manifest any money. You never come across money opportunities. Reinforces the beliefs, this isn't working. If you work on your limited beliefs, yes, it's easy to make money. Opportunities come easy. It's easy to get better jobs. It's easy to make side money. It's easy to find money. Like, even if you have to start small. I am a believer in steps, manifesting in steps. So then you'll start getting thoughts, maybe I can find money. So then maybe you start, when you're walking around, maybe you start actually looking for money. So that's your thoughts. And then you actually feel good. Or maybe you just, just like thoughts start coming in your mind of like a business idea. Like, like I had the spontaneous thought of, why don't I start a channel on this, on manifesting? Start sharing things I've learned in my story. Feelings. You get feelings of that back your thoughts of, you start getting hopeful. You start feeling like, I got this. I can do this. Your anxiety goes down. You're more energy. You're out doing more things. Actions. You're walking along and, oh my gosh, there's some money. You find money. Or actions. You take actions towards money. Or just somehow, I know that there is where people randomly get money too. I have actually gotten checks in the mail. So actions. I've gotten checks. Literally, I've gotten checks in the mail. especially since I've been working on like money beliefs and stuff. It's really crazy. Results. So that getting checks in the mail, and I found money. I found money several times now. And then I was manifesting for a challenge, $500 cash just to see. And I didn't get $500, but I got $300 cash in the most weird way through a friend. They were like, here, this is for this. It was the weirdest thing. And here I had 3 $100 bills in my hand. So it's just weird. The universe starts lining stuff up when you change your limited beliefs. And it is. Because I think thoughts must have been out of there. Yep, I can come across cash. Feelings. I was feeling hopeful, optimistic, this can happen. Actions that, not that I was like looking, but my thoughts must have been like transmitting out. And then results, I got the money, reinforced my belief that this can happen. So, and it can work for other things. Just, this is how we are thinking. This is our psychology of our beliefs. If you're getting really stuck on resistance and getting really stuck on some intrusive thoughts, and you want to know like what's going on, instead of just flipping your thoughts, and affirming against, and you really want to tackle like what's going on and seeing how that's playing out, you can also kind of like fake thing, or not that you fake things, but like take back to my YouTube channel beliefs. Okay, I'm having a successful YouTube channel. I'm gonna be monetized. So I have thoughts, yep, this is happening. Feelings, this is happening. Actions, I go and buy a dry erase board because I believe that my channel's heading towards monetization, and I believe that my channel is growing. So this is off my belief system. This is with my new identity that my channel is growing. So you will like, it's, you kind of like throw yourself out there too while the 3D is conforming. Yeah, maybe I'm not monetized yet. Instead of saying, well, I'm not going to do that until I'm monetized, or even I'm not going to do that until my SP comes back. Well, you can go ahead and learn recipes, take the cooking class, start working out, taking care of yourself, eating healthy, because you know your SP is coming back and that you want to be in good shape and for them and look good for them and feel good for them, So let me see if there's anything else. Beliefs create your I wrote that too, because beliefs are creating your reality. So since your beliefs are creating your reality, it's helpful to understand how you're thinking in this human brain. And then I did the video on going through limited beliefs. So then once you understand this and what's going on, you can tie it into breaking down limited beliefs and put it all together and work on solving the actual problem, which is your resistance and your inner conflict, and get your brain on board thinking correctly and lower that resistance. Instead of flipping thoughts, actually tackling what you really need to do is tackling your beliefs, because then you see how it's all tied in together. Okay? So, hope everybody's having a good day, and I'll talk to you later.